Let me see if that is any better. All right, so let's go here. Let's shut this whole thing down. I try not to do this often because it takes time for me to set it back up. Takes me a few minutes to get everything back up and running. Okay, there we are. There we are. Is that any better? It still looks pixelated. We're back. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Better? Okay. Better. Okay. Now, okay, good. Because on mine it doesn't look clear, but we'll be fine. Maybe I had to restart my phone, restart the live after changing it from, I don't know. God only knows. I just fiddle with stuff till it works again or it doesn't, you know? Denise! How's it going? Checking my timer for the ground beef in the canner and have a live notice pop up, and here I am. Awesome, Jackie Jeeb. Or is it Geeb? It's blurry. Okay. Okay. Then we will move forward. Excuse me. So, how many people are having corned beef and cabbage today? We're having spaghetti. It's just, I'm not Irish enough, you know? I think my grandmother on my father's side had Irish connections, but they were from the south of England, I believe. Whoa, what's this? Happy family. Now, I'm not sure if this flipped up right or now, but I don't know who needs to hear this. But I feel a uniting coming, a unification coming with family. People that have been almost estranged over the last few years are coming together in celebration. And that's a really, I don't know who this is for, but there's some people out there that have had a really hard time communicating with their family over the last couple of years. There's been divisions and everything, but that's coming to an end, because what's the point of arguing over who's right and who's wrong? Get back to the the basics of living and connecting and communicating as a family. It's a happy thing that's coming. Well, I mean, it might not be yours, but corned beef and cabbage. Doing fish and chips. The fan made it pixelated. Oh, well, then I'll just do this. Too much movement, maybe. Hey, Rena Vassie, how's it going? Well, I'm sorry, guys. I really can't help. It could be the weather. It could be anything, right? What's that, Mom? She talks constantly. She talks constantly to herself, to the dog, in her sleep. Oh, constantly. It's, I just me. I'm going to see my family this weekend. 3 of my grandbabies are born in March and having a big party. There you go. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Brenda. So I think, all things considered, we need to, and if I hear anybody say Build Back Better, I'm going to lose my nuts, right? I'll go crazy. But the truth is, there's a lot of forgiveness needs to be circulated among families. There is a lot. I mean, we came very close to being a completely divided species. Okay. And it's up to all of us to say, I have no idea what the last few years have done to us, but let's refresh the page here, okay? Maybe we got, as a family or as friends, we got a little pixelated and we didn't recognize each other as normal. But guess what? All those, did you see? Oh no, it's gone. I shuffled it in. The happy family, they were stretched out far apart, but their hands were all connected. Place your hands upon my soul. You know what I mean? We have to reconnect. One of the things about being 6 feet apart is that's how far apart it takes to stop your heart energy from connecting with another heart energy. Is the pace is. Did you know that your heart gives off waves, energy waves? And when you are sick, and when you are close to somebody or near somebody, or even in a crowded subway, moods and energies can shift in a heartbeat, right? Because you never know what you're dealing with. But one of the reasons for social distancing is because when you're 6 feet apart, that is the exact number you have to be apart to sever the connection between two hearts, the energy connection between two hearts. Did you know that? So it's up to us to bring back the connection. I mean, nothing felt so great as going out and picking up, taking Nan and going out and picking up Briar and going to the IGA and the gas station, oy, oy, and Giant Tiger and Tim Hortons and having a cup of tea and when Briar got out of the truck to help Nan in, like the first time we got out of the truck at the IGA, he said, "Nan, come here, give me a hug." So, but when we were at the Giant Tiger and he didn't come in with us, but we went in and he, when we came out, he took the carts back and helped, Nan get in the truck, or I don't think he actually helped her. He was taking the carts back. But when he came back, he said, hey, come here, give me a hug. And the thing is that's the first time in a long time, and I'm talking probably over 2 years, that Briar's asked me for a hug that I can remember, and even hugging Arthur through the window was awkward, clunky. I got to hug my sons this week, in the last 10 days, right? So we have to do more connecting with people. Those days are golden, Bev, and are gone too soon. Well, look it up. Look it up when it comes to actual energy. Because think about this. We are souls living in a human body, having a human experience. We are actually spiritual beings living the human experience. Not everybody's going to be awake to that. And that's okay, because some people are here just to be volunteers, like extras in a film, right? But many people are starting to wake up to the fact that we are spiritual beings living in essentially a meat suit. And when the meat suit stops to function, the journey doesn't end. We just move on, right? Oh, well, thank you, Fiona B. Hey, Pam, how are you, darling? I miss hugs too. Doris. Brenda here made oatmeal cookies and I put wheat germ and sunflower seed in it. Yum. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to make some cookies with my multigrain mix. Why not, right? Just replace it with oatmeal. Because it has oatmeal flakes, barley flakes, all that stuff, right? So I think I'm going to bake cookies tomorrow. Yeah, our Half Acre Homestead may get a video yet. Now, everybody's going to ask, have I been looking at the Instapot? Yes, I've taken the instruction book I let out, and this weekend I'm going to make the pot roast. I bought the fingerling potatoes and the fresh carrots for it. So you'll probably get your first Instapot, but just don't expect me to cook in it like give you 3 Instapot videos a week. I have, I cook. It's just, to me, it's a new gadget that I have to learn, right? I made Irish soda bread with fresh blueberries. Started the maple tapping tonight. Oh, awesome, Terry. We should have started ours 2 weeks ago. It's almost too late for us. So I already sang Oh Danny Boy, but I will do it again since you aren't here. And I'm only going to do the first verse because it was really emotional the first time. All right. So just in case I don't get the... All right. You ready? From the top. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glens. Lost my note there. And down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you, must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the fields are hushed and white with snow. And I'll be here in sunshine and in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. Mwah. Uncle Art and my dad. And my mom too. Huh. So that's okay. I'm not feeling well today, as anybody who was here earlier will tell you. I'm off balance, and I'm feeling kind of sluggish headed. Of course, pain's always there, but it's not a fibro fog because maybe I've been in a fibro flare with all that pain. I don't know. But usually when I get like this, it's usually because I've got an inner ear or a swelling of my balance gland behind an ear, and I'm feeling it here today. So yeah. It's kind of been, one of those things. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a pot roast dinner in the Instapot. And then I'm going to go through the recipe box soon because I have to put some gloves on actually after this and go through it, or tomorrow. And I want to look for a recipe to do that I'm sure I saw when I was going through it. But when I was at Aunt Audrey's, I asked her, I said, what was the favorite food your mother and your grandmother cooked? What was the one recipe they both cooked that you loved the most? And she said, Hungarian goulash. So I'm going to look it up. Absolutely, Fiona. Send me healing energy. I will always accept healing energy. Thank you very much. I'm waiting to hear back about my job. And how's that going, Vincent Pellegrino? Is this a job that you've applied for or that you've been laid off from, or is this a new venture? Can you pull a card? I'm waiting to hear back. Oh, okay. Okay. The Work Your Light Oracle cards. There it is. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Take a leap of faith. I don't know if it's because you're taking a leap of faith, but you're going to have to trust. Put the energy out there that it's yours. Believe that. Okay, take that leap of faith. The universe will catch you. If this is a new venture, then this is a good thing, right? But you're doing the right thing by moving forward um, with your plans. I'm getting something that you've wanted. This is something you've been wanting to do, and you're really unsure about let me tell you something, Vincent. We're all unsure about a lot of things right now. We have been battered by sensory overload, mental, emotional, and spiritual and physical sensory overload for like 2 years. And just when we think we're going to get to take a breath, armed conflicts come up and stuff. And it's like, we have to learn to live in the moment and reconnect with the faith we had before they had us questioning ourselves. Does that make sense? Anybody? That's as close as I can get to saying stuff. Hey, Sarah Young. You're welcome. You're welcome, Vincent. It's absolutely always nice to see you. What is your balance gland? Well, apparently behind your ear. Well, no, this is what the doctor told me when Arthur was a toddler. Maybe the science has changed. I don't know. Balance gland behind the ear. Let's check. What are the glands behind the ear? The human body contains about 600 small glands called lymph glands that play an essential role in the immune system. Balance gland behind the ear. There's the eardrum. There's the outer ear. Okay, so it is literally behind your eardrum. Hang on a second. Let me look at this picture. No, that one's not going to work for me. Hang on. Okay, here's a good one. Oh, please, give me something bigger to look at. My brain is... Okay. There's your brain. The paro gland duct. I don't know, but maybe the doctor was just keeping it simple for me, but we're talking 1980. Thank you, honey. Can I pull a card for you, sweetheart? Would you like, oh no, this guy is calling. Hey, Queen Nee. Thank you. Thank you. What is it? Ampulas in your ear. Thank you. Restarting the video to see it from the beginning. Well, you know what? There's two of them. This is the second one because the first one was too pixelated, right? So, hey, Skippy. Whoa, Skippy Jones. Just me. Wow, this one is coming out a lot. Reflection, illusion, self-examination, and distortion. Just me. There's something going on that you have to reflect on because you have not been... How you see yourself is distorted in the sense that, no, it's not distorted. You don't see yourself the way other people see you. And you really need to look for what people, because there's a lot of people who love you, and I mean really love you, just me. And you don't necessarily, but yeah, there's the pain right here. Right, there's a little bit of a pain right here. This is swollen. I don't know if you can see it. You don't, it's not that you don't understand, but you have a hard time accepting love from some people because you don't see what they see. You need to go on some more self-examination and cut yourself some slack, just me. How's it going, Skippy Jones? Did that make any sense? Just me? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I'm just starting to feel it now. It's right in here. It's right in here. I'm glad you're doing well, Skippy Jones. It is. How are you doing today, Seashell? Have you gotten your ukulele back yet? Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm not feeling very well, guys. I'm really not feeling very well. You have to go bedtime. Stay safe. Have to go bed. Okay. Take care, Rena. Take care. Donna. And what? Okay, well, I'm just going to pick for you too. Thank you, Donna. Thank you very much. Donna. Wow. These are the white light oracle cards are calling your name. So, yeah, and you know what? It's not like being ill. Like I'm so used to being in pain and having balance issues to begin with that I'm really careful. But I've been in a lot of pain since the trip. Well, since Friday. And today is the first day I thought I was feeling not as painful, but it's like now I'm like, I feel foggy headed and got a new kitten. Oh, what's her name? I don't have my hula instruments. There goes some pressure in one of my ears. And that's another thing. I've been feeling pressure in my ears. And the happy family definitely speaks to me. I haven't spoken to my brother in 5 years. Found my mom in her bed a month ago. And I found my mom in her bed a month ago. And since we have had family dinner every Sunday, I'm ill, Fiona B. I've got some issues. It's not the first time that I've had problems with the balance. I used to have really bad ear infections as a kid. Now, Donna, this says the alabaster tablet of Layla. But what I'm getting is you have some emotional scars. Not so much scars, but impressions left on you. You see how her skin has markings and ridges on it? You are replacing old emotional scars and you're healing them and you're wearing them as badges. It's almost like you are embracing everything that everybody said that you were nuts for, Donna. You're embracing it, and you're basically saying, well, if this is who I am, then I will wear it proudly. And that posture for you at this moment is acceptance. Do you understand that? Does that make any sense, Donna? Because that's what I'm getting out of this. Normally it might be something different, but hey, Mama Cat, could be the same thing I'm dealing with, Bev. Maybe see an ENT and ask about Meniere's or vestibular. Yeah, because I got hit with a really bad migraine after coming home from Costco that day. And it was more vision migraine than, because normally I get like white lightning kind of shards, like crackle, like my vision is white, like crackly, like lightning almost around my vision. But that day when I started putting the groceries away, I just kind of staggered because I got punched right in the middle of my vision with like a broken mirror shard, and I couldn't see. It was really weird. Made some decisions and you were right on. Well, thank you, Donna. I like to get clarification. But you know what? I think I'm going to talk to the doctor because my hearing's getting worse. The ringing is getting, I'm feeling more and more pressure. And it could be something as simple as I have used one too many Q-tips and pushed too much ear. Like, and there's this ear, you see, got infected just before mom's 60th birthday. So that was 23 years ago when we lived in Colburn. Yeah, mom's 60th birthday. And I actually made myself, they didn't want to let me out of the hospital. I left the hospital so I could clean the house for her. Her cousin Crystal was making her cake and stuff like that. But I had some problems. Like, it felt like there was water in my ear and I couldn't get it out. And instead of heating up some salt in the oven and putting it in a socket, laying on it to draw the liquid out, I used one of those ear syringe bulby things and tried to suck the water out of my ear. A piece of the tip broke off inside and went down behind my eardrum and damn near blew my eardrum. I ended up, my ear was out sideways, my jaw was pushed this way, and my whole side of my face was like that. I ended up in the hospital. Yeah, almost destroyed my liver, taking Tylenol 3s, trying. Ear pain's the worst. So this ear is never going to be quite right. Briar's left ear is never going to be. Briar mimics a lot of my, Briar's body mimics a lot of my issues. Ear infections, knee problems, grounding and centering issues, social anxiety, that kind of thing, right? Sound a lot like what I have going on, Bev. It's debilitating. I feel you. Well, thank you, Mama Cat. I've been having some pain in my left, going to mammogram ultrasound in 2 weeks. Earliest I can get. Hi, Yoshi. Well, you're going to be fine, honey. You may have a cyst or something, but it's nothing else to worry about. Really. I think you've got a blocked milk duct. I'm sensing I'm just going to ask a really personal question. Did you nurse? You may have a milk gland or a milk duct, but it's not anything more serious than that. I mean, I'm feeling it's something that's scary and painful, but it's not it's not the big bad. Okay. And if I'm wrong, I will gladly eat my words. But I don't want to eat those words. I don't want to be wrong on this. Sound a lot, yeah. Absolutely sending positive vibes. Hey, Kim Toy Kinsale from Trinidad. Oh, I had a friend from Trinidad when I was in public school in Toronto as a kid. I tried with all 4, but it's been 4 years since. I'm telling you, it's something that's minor. It's something that's minor. And not minor, but it's not something that you're going to have to really, it's not life-threatening, is what I'm trying to say, right? Hey, Paula Frenchie, we saw you when you were with your beautiful dog to the convoy. We hope you're doing well. Hi, thank you, Queen Nee. My leeks are growing. When should I transplant them? Okay, one thing at a time. Queen Nee, you're getting an energy oracle card. Paula Frenchie, we saw you when you were with your beautiful dog to the convoy. We hope you're doing well. Yes, we're doing well. We're doing very well. Thank you so very much. Your leeks are growing. When should I transplant them? When your garden's ready. You don't transplant them until they're ready to go in the ground. Right? I think that's the problem I have with my onions is I just put them on top of the soil and I should have poked them in. Thank you so much for your support, Queen Nee. And there's a card that's trying to get out here. If it'll just do its job. Whoa, wow, there it is. Okay, Queen Nee. What's going on? We got the anxiety card. And what I'm seeing is you are feeling closed in. You're feeling closed in and alone. Okay? But this anxiety is a trap of not of your own making, but it's something you're used to. And it's easier to deal with the feeling of being trapped than it is to break out of the trap. Is this making any sense to you? You've got some anxiety about breaking out of something that's been holding you back or holding you in. Let go of the anxiety. The anxiety of staying put. You have to move forward. You have to move forward. We don't grow. If we stop growing, we die. Okay? So you have to move. You have to look your anxiety in the face. There's a lot of this being this is being repeated. Look your anxiety in the face and know that it's not going to get any better than it is right now unless you move forward, face it, trace it, and erase it. Queen knee. It makes sense to you? It's really hot in Trinidad. I bet it is. I bet it is. I mean, today, we probably lost, I don't know, a good 6 inches of snow. It's just been pouring today. Hey, Monica Sherman, my husband saw the heart doctor today. They ordered a Holter monitor for 48 hours to 7 days due to premature beats, and his vitamin D is low. Just trapped in a career. Oh, well, if that's what spoke to you, then you know what to do, right? But I mean, yeah, it's let's go back to the other card. All right? Take a leap. The universe has your back. The universe will catch you. Do not trade the security of a cage for the freedom of the unknown. Because freedom and feardom can be, it's like that thin line between love and hate. So you need to decide, is it worth all this anxiety just to feel safe? Right? Well, I mean, you know what? I'm glad they're catching it. Because, has he had a heart attack or anything? Because Howie did. And they caught it. I mean, there's a lot of things about modern medicine that really goes a long way, right? The fact that Howie damn near happened, what happened to Howie damn near, what happened to my dad damn near happened to Howie. And it was zip, 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 boop, 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 stents. You go back to work in 2 weeks. And yet his sister just had pins put in her arm and she can't drive for 6 weeks. But they put stents in my husband's heart. It just baffles me the way things are moving, 5, 6 years ago. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, okay, so maybe they're going to be able to check. Maybe he has some form of arrhythmia. Maybe one of his valves isn't closing all the way properly. That was an issue with my dad in the end, right? So they may want to restart, like shock his heart later on. When they find out what the problem is with the rhythm, they may just want to do something as simple as shock his heart to get it going in the correct rhythm. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it takes chest cracking surgery, but one thing I do say, between my dad dropping dead at 49 and being brought back, and doing everything he was told, corn oil, margarine, don't eat butter. Corn oil, margarine. Sweetener, not sugar. And then he would buy himself a treat and it would mess up his system, right? So all these things, all these different things that they touted as being healthy for you back then are no longer healthy. So everything changed, things changed, new discoveries. But I'll tell you something, the heart is so well mapped these days that, there's not much you can't come back from. You're welcome. Happy St. Patty's Day, Evan Leanne. How are you, my love. That would be great from one ocean to another. If the islands call out to you, oh, Hawaii's always called out to me, and I'm not a surf person because I bob like a cork and almost drowned. But Hawaii, there's something about the Hawaiian Islands, and it's not the big one, not the big island, but there's a little island out there that's just saying, hey, you have some history here. So I'm gonna explore someday, right? Well, happy St. Patty's Day to you too. But listen, folks, I've been on here for 35 minutes and I was on the other one for 35 minutes, so we gotta go because I'm getting a really bad headache just sitting here. I've been off the computer all day. I've been in front of, I've been sewing blocks kind of thing. So your fight gave us so much strength. You will always be our heroes. We have such a corrupt government, but we will win. Okay, listen, Paula, I'm going to give you my Rumble channel because I'm not allowed to talk about this stuff on YouTube. And no, my husband and I are not, we're not truck drivers or anything, but 2 weekends in a row, it is what it is, right? The truckers saved our country, even if Trudeau doesn't want to admit it. All right, let me just, my channel. I'm trying to figure out how to get my Cooking with Cannabis stuff onto a Cooking with Cannabis channel on here. Here, Frenchie, here's my Rumble channel. And that's where I get to tell the truth as I see it, my opinion, so to speak. I'm glad. Yeah, it's very pixelated. It's the weather, I think. So I'm going to say now, give everybody time to leave because not everybody resonates with a closing prayer. But let me say that if you want to leave, there is no judgment, no harm, no foul. Not everybody connects with their faith the same way. But we'd like to come together at the end of one of these lives. At the end of one of these lives. Okay, that's not the box you want to go into, is it? And link together our, with our faiths. Okay? Religions put walls between people. When we drop those walls and link hands and hearts in faith, your faith fuels your light, mine fuels mine. Okay? But we can all come together, hands and hearts linked, and push some light out to the world. And that's what we're going to do. Well, thank you. I saved this just for, sometimes at Christmas I wear it, but it's my St. Patty's Day hat. Thank you, Avonlea Ann. Okay, Queen Nee. Take care, sweetheart. Okay. And thank you again for coming, Frenchie. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Exactly, Avonlea Ann. All right. For all those who care to, I've given everybody enough warning that those who don't want to stay don't have to stay, and they have no discomfort in leaving. They will not be judged. We're not going to talk about you behind your back when you leave. Trust me. All right. Yeah. For all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual push and an uplifting for each other and the world, fueled by the light of God. Okay? I call God the source of all or creator. Okay? Hey, God, creator of all, including Christ, who came to us to teach us the absolute necessity of love, celestial love, divine love, love for who we are, and love for ourselves and for everyone around us. I know, God, that's gotten twisted sometimes in some ways over time, but we're still here. We still feel the light of your love. And God, there's a lot of people out there ridden with anxiety and health questions and worries and concerns, illness, aloneness, neglect, rejection, addiction, all these things that keep us coming back to you. We lift those people up to you, God, because we as humans can only do so much. But God, we ask you to fill each of us with the light of your divine love as we link hearts and link hands and become a circle of your divine light around the world. And when we can no longer contain that light because it was not meant for humanity to hold too tightly, we push that light out and it becomes a beautiful divine umbrella of brilliant light that pushes back at the darkness and the negativity in the world. And like a lighthouse, calls home safely those who have been battling their own storms, so that they can come forward and rest and rejuvenate and recharge their light and also step forward to fuel the ring of light that you have given us. Thank you, God. May we always walk shedding and pulsing with the divine light of your love for all to draw strength from, including ourselves. But we know, God, we got to share it. Because your light, God, is like trying to hold a handful of sand. The tighter we hold on, the more slips through our fingers. It is meant for all to share. Thank you, God, for reminding me that. May we all walk forward in your light and love and healing energy. Yes. Thank you, God. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Merry part. Blessed be. Make which. Walk in the divine light of God's love. Whatever your salutation is, know that when we come together, we're heard. We're always heard when we talk to God. But when we come together, there he is also, right? Take care. God bless. Peace be with you.